Well, I've just had my accent commented on by our next guest, so I'm going to say it in a right northern way. Oh, my name's right boring. Because everybody's more exotic than me at the Storm Valley Festival. Toya's on stage, Tiber's sitting next to me. Tiber, where did your mother get... Sorry, say.
It's a stage name. He's not.
Oh, I was going to say, where did your mother find that name?
No, but I made it. I went to drama school, and I sort of going through some names, and yeah, this name stuck, and that's it. And that was about 15 years ago.
It's like the River Tiber.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. Strong, powerful river.
Right.
Melody.
So flowing and voluminous. Well, next festival Stone Valley puts on, I'm going to got myself a new name like Sticky or Sweaty or something.
Absolutely, you should. You don't need to change the first name. You can keep the surname and to keep the family happy. First name.
So, what? Tell me about jewellers, because I am not as well genned up on jewellers as the cameraman. In fact, I should be operating the camera, and he should be sitting here. His 3-year-old is the biggest jewellers fan.
Oh, really?
I must say,
As a girl, really? That's so cool. Yeah, but you must have introduced her at some stage. Working well, thank you. That's so cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, brilliant. That is so good to hear. That is so.
Shall I grab the camera and turn it on you? I must say it properly as well. It's jewellers, because other people will think, I swear I get me rings. You know, jewellers.
I've always thought that, but my brother and I started busking on the high streets, and we had. I feel really bad you holding the mic. I should be like a gentleman saying I should hold the mic, but it was as
if we had a budget, we'd have one each.
As two, like Jewel. And then that's what it was for about the first year or two. And then we were always influenced by a lot of 50s and 60s artists at the time, soul artists as well.
Ooh, like who? Go on. I was playing 60s in the car all the way up.
Well, I mean, my dad was one of the pioneers of ska and reggae back in the 60s and 70s. But all the people in our house, we had, most of the time it was Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, and all of the Motown stuff. But so they were the great singers, but the style sort of like that we emulated was the reggae. But a lot of the reggae singers, their idols were those soul singers anyway. Yeah. So but yeah, so that's where the name came from. I've digressed about 5 roads away from it. So it was Jewel as in 2, then ERS. My brother just put an ERS in it because it made it sound a little bit more like a 60s. The Platters, you know, that sort of, I don't know.
So is your brother going to show up? Because at the moment you don't seem much, pardon me, but you don't seem much like a band or a group to me, because you're strangely on your own.
Yeah, I know. They're
just being cool.
No, but my brother left the band 12 years ago. So I've kept it going. He's gone into more doo-wop, rock and roll, Lindy hop sort of style. And I've just carried on with the reggae. So, yeah, but I've come up in one van. We beat the rest of them up, and the other should be arriving in the next sort of 10 minutes.
Right. I keep missing stuff today because, you know, so I'll allow that. So you're doing an hour, and we've had a lot of, over the last 2 days, we've had Neville Staples, we've had Pyramids, we've had, this is partly what this festival is about, is builders, ska, reggae, punk. So what are you going to bring to the party?
I think joy and get people singing along. We're very much a crowd sort of like participation band. We love getting people to move, dance, sing, smile. But there's always that thing, like when you're at a festival, because I come from a busking background, and busking is all about put a bucket on the ground, get people's attention enough that they like you, they put coins in the bucket or buy a CD. So at these festivals, I'm really wary of the people at the back ordering food and stuff. I'm always trying to project it over to them to go, come and watch this. But just a lot of fun and a hell of a lot of energy.
Well, you should have seen it yesterday afternoon. It was mad out there for Neville. And I've never seen people party like it. They just responded. I mean, he's amazing, and Christine's amazing about whipping them up. And the musicians, they're all real musicians who just enjoy playing together. So do your band is trying to get over that joy that you all experience?
Yeah, I think no 2 gigs are the same, even though some of the set list stays quite similar for the first 6 months of a year. It feels like you just jump off the cliff, because we always try to do something different. So I like the guidelines of a song, and you know where the parts come in, but I'm always really like pushing do something different. Do something, because it only takes one musician to do something different, and that all of a sudden can alter the vibe of the band on the stage and the sound and everything. So that's the wonderful thing. You don't really know what you've got until you're out there.
I did think something similar yesterday. No names mentioned. A band I've seen many, many times, and I just stood there and thought, oh, surprise me. It's slick, and it's totally professional, but it lacked that party vibe, that communication that Neville brought across. So we're looking for more of that today.
Definitely, and this music sort of prompts you to do that, I think, because it is music that people sing along to. It's not overly complicated. It's not getting too deep and political and turning people away about stuff. So it's very upbeat. It's about singing about life, which people love to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going out there and seeing what we've got out there. But I know Nev's been here already. But they're gonna
follow that.
I know they're going to like a little bit of us as well, hopefully.
Do you do any old special stuff or from that era?
I mean, Message to you, Rudy, but obviously Dandy Livingston. But oddly enough, the specials version I think is the best version, which is the Dandy Livingston version is great. The record, the original. But when you're playing that live at a festival, the specials and Nev's version, I think just kicks ass. It's just got something about it, just gets you up.
Well, sounds like you're up for it, so that should be infectious. Bang up for it. I love.
I think it's Rochdale.
Yeah. I'm not going to take the mic out to your accent.
I love northern accents. I'm not joking. I constantly just chatting away in northern, because in the last couple of years the band's got bigger. I've travelled to places up north which I didn't know even existed, and met some amazing people. But their accents to me are just amazing, and I always try and conquer it. But
well, I had another feeling, because I've never been to Newark or Retford before this weekend. So that's widened my horizons. Well, get ready. Do you dress up like all the other guys with suits, sharp suits? Yeah. Otherwise, you can't go on and do what you do. Just no offence, like just like that.
This sort of stuff, it's more casual to come up in the heat, and it's more comfortable. But yeah, on stage it's suits and.
Oh well, we can't wait to see it, can we? Thank you, Tyler, from Jewelers, and they're on later this evening. Just before Stiff Little Fingers at the festival here near Newark, as I said, Stone Valley, Midlands. So if you like this and you like what you see as well on the website, then get yourself an early bird ticket for next year, because half of them are gone already. Are you booked?
Am I?
Are you booked for next year?
Booked. Yeah, I think I've just spoken to John. I think he said we're doing it. So.
The man who owns and runs it. Right. Thank you, Tyler.
Absolutely.